Rampage Jackson is going to jail. If you basically been living on a rock or don't go on the internet nowadays, you know, which I doubt, there's a kick streamer, son of a ex-UFC fighter, Rampage Jackson, son of Rampage Jackson, Rampage Jackson, has committed pretty much attempted murder in the wrestling show. I'm gonna be honest. You know, he went in the ring, slammed Syko Stu. That's the guy he attacked. He slammed Syko Stu, punched him like 80 times in the face. Even after he should have stopped, he just kept going. Which we will get into that later. But he just kept going. And you know, eventually he got pulled off and sent out the building. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, I'm just playing. That's not it, but it's a lot to the story, and I'm gonna get into it. But I'm gonna go back to what I said as soon as the video started. Rampage Jackson is going to jail. He is going to jail because he has committed attempted murder in the ring. When he slammed Syko Stu down and kept punching him, he was not going to stop. All right, he was not going to stop. Everything was recorded, everything's documented, everything was planned out, everything was, you know. And when it happened, he wasn't going to stop. He just kept punching him over and over and over again until somebody pulled him away. If nobody pulled him away, he wouldn't have stopped, and Stu probably would have died. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now I'm gonna be honest, you know, Syko Stu had his little wrongs too. You know, before, you know, that situation popped off, he had you know, hit, you know, Rampage Jackson in the face with some water and all of that. But they did patch things up, they did apologize and shook hands and all of that, and I thought, you know, that was gonna be that. You know, Syko Stu, the only reason why I say he's in the wrong is because you know that, you know, Raja is not really a fighter. He's an MMA fighter. He's not like a pro wrestler. They don't know what's a work, what's not a work. You know what I'm saying? So a guy like him is gonna take that, you know, take that pretty serious. So, and if you're gonna do something jokingly like that, like a work, then why don't hit him with no water? You know, like, I'm a pro wrestler, and like, even if I'm not in the ring, if I'm in the backstage chilling, I don't want to get hit with water. Nobody wants to get hit with water when they just chilling, you know what I'm saying? So he was actually in the wrong, but he did right his wrongs by apologizing and making up and everything. He just, you know, went a little too far in that situation. But I mean, then again, that situation didn't get him to, you know, deserve getting almost killed in the ring. I'm gonna be honest. After all that, Rampage Jackson was still, you know, mad and everything. After they shook hands and made up, you know, he was still heated, which I, you know, I understand, but still don't really, you don't gotta do what you did later. But somebody in the backstage told him to get a receipt, which is probably the dumbest thing they can ever say to him. Probably one of the dumbest things they ever did. Probably, if he probably would have had said anything, you know, if he probably would have shut the fuck up and minded his own business, then, you know, probably this whole situation wouldn't have happened. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, you don't fucking, you know what I'm saying? So, you don't. He's a fucking idiot. So when you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, go tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there. Like that, you don't fucking.
He told him that.
You know what I'm saying? So,
attempted murder.
you don't. He's a fucking idiot. So when you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, go tag his shit.
Tell anybody.
If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there.
Take that as,
There
okay,
is
I'm
so
gonna get my receipt in the ring. All right, they plan a spot and all that. I'm gonna get my receipt in the ring, and he got his receipt. Okay, so he took that as, like, you know, not being stiff. He took that as trying to kill him. You know, like if somebody, you know, if a pro wrestler said I'm gonna get my receipt, then it's like whatever spot they have planned, they're gonna be a little stiff. They're gonna actually make it hurt. They're gonna make the spot hurt a little more than it should, you know. It's called a receipt. After, you know, somebody did something that you don't like and all of that, you gotta get them back. But, you know, Raja took that as, you know, I gotta, you know, kill this dude, pretty much. So me personally, what, you know, is definitely incriminating is that he was planning on like, you know, and this is all documented. It was all documented. He, like, it's documentedly like he planned on, you know, really hurting the dude. Even on the kick stream and all that, he was saying, oh yeah, this ain't, you know, this gonna be for real. This ain't gonna be fake. No script, no none of that. Yeah, so you know he was planning on it, so he definitely incriminated himself doing that, but yeah, he still did it. So he's definitely, it's an open investigation, but he is definitely going to jail. If he don't go to jail, then there's something wrong with the legal system wherever they at, but he's definitely going to jail. Syko Stu is, you know, awake and cautious and everything after the incident, but he is pressing, you know, not pressing charges, but suing Rampage Jackson, which I completely understand. I get. Yeah, he's suing him and all of that, and yeah, man, he's going to jail. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of really didn't have to make this video. Any idiot could tell that he's gonna go to jail for that incident, that situation. But I mean, Rampage Jackson's getting everybody the views, and I mean, shit, I want to partake in some of that too. You know, I need some of that viewership. So since you viewing this, like, subscribe, comment, all of that. Comment, don't argue with me. Don't just argue. Argue with me in the comments, but don't just argue. Let me know what other videos you want to see. You know, I'm getting dried out, run out of videos. I used to upload like every other day I used to upload, I used to drop, but I was getting burned out, so I changed it to once a week, but I'm still dropping every week, you know what I'm saying? This YouTubers is dropping like once every 2 weeks, once a month, like, you know, it's freaking Soul Illuminati takes 8-month breaks every couple weeks, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, drop a like, comment, subscribe, don't go nowhere, click on this video that's on the screen right now. I'm gonna see y'all later, let's get it.